Yes, people, and welcome back to another video on the Bridge YouTube channel where we bring you all things Chelsea. I'm your host with the most, the one you know the most, the Bridge T58, and we got another special live stream. Part of the reason why I'm starting to do one or two more live streams in general is because A, it's a lot more easier for me personally compared to when I do my usual videos and everything. And B, I think because of the fact that it's going to be a slow week. Obviously, not that much is going into it's international week. It's not even that many good games once in international week, like unless you guys know anything. So yeah, man, it's not easy, bro. It's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So literally, that's all it comes down to, honestly. So that's one of the main reasons as to why I'm doing this a bit more last year special, just going over a few things, a few stuff like that. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Hope you're doing. Obviously, you can see from the title, I'm going to be discussing some of the comments that were made by Chilwell to Talk Sport that he made in regards to some of the stuff that the way he's playing, the style that he's playing. Of course, big up to Chelsea till I die. Of course, then we're going to be discussing some of the Kepa comments. Like I don't know why Kepa's acting like he's got some chest now, but hey ho, we move on that one still. And then finally, big up to Chelsea that die, and big up to my boy Chelsea Blue. Nice to see you as always. But finally, the other thing we're going to be talking about is just Chelsea transfers. We're going to be looking at the incomings. How much do you rate them? Do you think you've done a lot? So far? Obviously, the ratings will change obviously over time, the games they play, and how we feel about them, of course. But that's pretty much the plan for today's video. Obviously, of course, you guys can now obviously thanks to you guys and everything, you're now able to super chat. So if you've got any super chats or anything like that, you can always put them in. And I have to answer those ones straight away. Can super sticker, I think, is the other one that you can do now, and all those other stuff. Super chat those questions in if you'd like to. Also got like a little subscription thing that they told me I can do now. So there's a Chelsea latte level, $4.99. You get a nice little badge, and you can also get a few emotes, which include some myself. So there's one like this. There's one like this, of course, that I have, like I think in some of my thumbnails. There's another one which is like this, but obviously, so you got a bunch of other options to do. No. Oh yeah, actually, I need some mods anyway, so I'll make sure to add you Chelsea Blue. No doubt, bro. No doubt, of course. But yeah. Hey man, thanks, bro. Always a pleasure, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's start obviously with these comments that were made by Mr. Ari Zabalaga. Let me just bring them up for you guys to see. But yeah, man, Kepa is actually a joke, man. Why is my thing not working today? My apologies, guys. I'm moving a bit slow right now. Boom, boom, boom. This is Kepa. Yeah, so this is from Fabrizio Romano. Let me just bring this up for you guys to read, of course. So this is what Kepa's been chatting shit about, innit? So, boom. Oh, wrong one. That's not the one I'm looking to share. That's just a regular Twitter. Oh my god. My apologies, guys. There we go. So yeah, so this is something that he's actually said. Let me just increase it. Bang, bang, bang. And this is according to Kepa. So Kepa is saying Kepa felt something of Chelsea is broken. In any case, next summer, priority of both Chelsea and Kepa is to find solution away from the club. Man said, Chelsea is broken. Bro, you've been the guy that's in the back of the net that's been making it broken, bro. Have you not seen what you've been doing? Oh my god. Hey, we'll discuss that one later. Definitely for sure, Chelsea, bro. Make sure to remind me to discuss that. But obviously, Kepa, yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know what is going on in this case. Like, it's kind of like ridiculous, like that he's making comments like that. That he felt something with Chelsea is broken. Mate, the thing with Chelsea is broken is you. You're one of the major things. Like, you couldn't save a goal. You'd have these 1 or 2 performances, which would give a lot of people hope, and they'd be like, "Oh, look, Kepa's back. He can start saving goals for us." Yada yada yada, etc. etc. And like, bro, he was not doing anything, man. This guy was not cooking at all. Like, why are people like lying to themselves about the idea that this guy Kepa was doing something? He wasn't doing anything, man. He went on nothing. Yes, Kepa played a major part in us being 12th as well. Big up Chelsea. Yeah, literally, he was one of the main reasons as to why we were 12th in the league. This guy couldn't say stuff. Like, you know how weak his arms are and everything, and he's coming up with comments like this. And then, Then yeah, he's also starting to think that he's him or something. My intention is to stay for more than a year. It only took a couple of calls because when Real Madrid called, it's different. I thought the process was not the right one. All right, mate, I'm happy. Honestly, I'm happy that you felt that way because at the end of the day, man, I do not want. I don't think any of us here wanted Kepa to be the starting goalkeeper of this football club, and certainly not someone that we wanted, for things to happen with. Because at the end of the day, man, he's not him. He's not great. He's not a top player at the end of the day. Like, I don't know where he's gotten this, chest to be talking like this. It's crazy. Like, the thing with him, yeah. Luckily, we've got him away on loan now for 1 year. As I said to you guys before, next season will be his last season, because it's his last season, much like how with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, how we weren't able to really move him on for quite a considerable amount of time because of his wages and like the fact that he wanted to stay. In his final season, though, we were able to move on, which was this season, because of the fact that he has to actually move on in order for him to get some form of money. And I think that will happen with Kepa too. So listen, man, I think we've talked enough about this guy called Kepa Arrizabalaga. I'm tired of talking about this brother. Honestly, man, I don't know why he's got this chest. Honestly, confuses me. It bemuses me at best as to why he thinks he can talk this heavy. Honestly, but hey ho, man, we move. Let's talk about this Ben Chilwell comment. So Chilwell speaking on Talk Sport on BBC Radio both to talk about on BBC Radio 5 Live. And he was talking about the position that he's essentially playing at Chelsea currently, and he goes, "It's not even wing back; it's been on the wing over the past few years. I've gone 100%, bro. I agree with you, Taipei, man. It's good to see you here. First time I've seen you. Make sure to subscribe as always. Make sure to subscribe as always, please. And yeah, Ben Chilwell, literally, yeah. It's come from a tier 4 source till I die, so I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's that legit. I'll be honest. So yeah, Ben Chilwell has said it's not even been wing back. It's been on the wing. Over the past few years, I've gone from left back to left wing back to left wing. Be playing striker for in a few years. I'm playing up there, and the expectation when you're playing in the front feet is to consist something I can hopefully build on the next few weeks. When to shoot, when to pass. Lordy Lord, I didn't even read that comment fully last time, but yeah, man, this guy is really being played left wing. So he really believes that Ben Chilwell can, in some way, shape, or form, be able to score. Apparently, on the left wing, like this is crazy. Like you've got Mudryk there. Listen, I don't rate Mudryk or anything like that. But there's also like this thing about I don't believe that Ben Chilwell can thrive in this place. Like, why are we kidding ourselves? Hopefully, after international break, he realizes, that this is not Enzo's spot. So this is not Chilwell's spot, and that we can actually move on and start playing some good hoops, some good football, and not this sort of nonsense of let's play Chilwell on the left wing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not working. I can't. But the fact that he's basically confirmed that, all but confirms the formation that I've been using over the past few weeks, which literally was that Ben Chilwell was playing left wing. But this to me is very concerning in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but honestly, next few weeks, hopefully not, man. Hopefully when you come back, they put you back into his left up spot, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all of the other news that I had on Chilwell, unless there was something else I'm missing. But no, yeah, but that's pretty much the main news there on Chilwell, of course. And let me know, bro. Hey, big up Bellface. Nice to see you as always. But yeah, it was kind of like surprising to me at best, like, because I couldn't believe what I was reading. Oh yeah, but just quickly, this is some breaking news actually. In regards to the internet athletic situation. So, oh yeah, because I actually forgot to talk about that. That one is definitely something worth talking about. So, boom, 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 boom. Here we go, and that is that Chelsea's athletic deal, if an athletic deal to be Chelsea's front of shirt sponsor, is still on the table. Both parties are waiting on approval from the Premier League, so it still hasn't been approved by the Premier League. That's why we don't have it still. That's why I still don't have a front of shirt sponsor. So that's pretty much the main reason why. In regards to anything else, if I'm not mistaken, we also have some news in regards to the possible future of the front of shirt sponsor deal, and that is in regards to none other than, let me just bring it out, Lumos. Where are you? That is, of course, in regards to Chelsea in talks with Saudi's Riyadh Air over becoming the new shirt sponsor. So this is after the Infinite Athletic deal, by the way. So the Infinite Athletic deal that we're trying to get is only for 1 year, with the hope that next season is gonna be in UCL football. That's the plan. So then once that happens, then we can literally be what's it called? We can literally be a part of that. So in regards to this, some of the stuff from Andrew Crafton is that the expected deal Infinite Athletic subject to PO approval is likely to be a single year commitment. As such, Chelsea seeking a multi-year deal that would start from next season. Betting firm Kayun also in the mix, but remember the betting firm situation, those are not applicable from 2025 onwards. So that would only be again for 1 season. So there would be no point of us getting the betting firm deal, in my opinion. But PIs is also reported, Adam Kraft has also reported that Riyadh are owned by the Saudi PIF, who majority own Newcastle, which means Newcastle's owners via PIF indirectly aid Chelsea. But equally, CFG, parent of Man City, shareholders, Silver Lake are investors in Athletic as well. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of the stuff that's there, but I don't really care at the end of the day. If that's the way we need to go, but that's what we need. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not saying they're outrageous. I just think it just confirms what people have been saying. That's what it is for me. Nothing more, nothing less. But big up to you, Daniel, man. Hope you're doing well. Big up Oliver, bro. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, sorry I'm late. Just got back from work, but yeah, I'm doing all right. You?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We're just actually just speaking about yeah, man. Big up to E. Yeah, man. That comment, yeah, for the in the next few weeks was quite concerning. I would agree with you on that one, bro. Like, I couldn't believe when I read that. I don't know if you saw the
Don't
Chilwell.
even start me on that. Oh my god.
What are your thoughts on that, bro? Come on, man. Lay out, man. Lay out. This is a safe
Just
space.
just just,
It's
just
okay.
everything about Chilwell in his comments.
That was crazy. To like, I can hopefully build on the next few weeks. So that really, for me, it must mean that Chilwell's been given the confidence that he's going to be playing that you know that he's going to be playing there for the next few weeks. It's quite concerning. So that means you might as well accept Chilwell left wing come back after Bournemouth.
I feel I
Literally.
feel I feel I feel really bad for him because like say what you want about him as a player, but this is just bad management. The fact that
Mhm.
the fact that our manager's given him confidence in a position that he can't play and he will
Yeah.
never be able to play because he doesn't have the ball control or the passing ability. It's a lost cause. There's some things that you can just see from the outset that won't work, and no matter how much you try it, no matter how much you train or try to improve it, it will never work.
Exactly.
This will not work. I just feel bad for the player at the end of the day. Poch has a lot of answering to do if this continues.
100%, bro. Because for me, like, this is very good. I don't understand. Like, obviously, we already had a feeling that he was playing left wing, and like that's what was coming out already from the reports in regards to that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And by the way,
But
now
what do you
now
think?
that he's also just quickly,
Go ahead,
now
bro.
that he's said that, now that Poch has said that, now that Thiago Silva has said it, can we stop
Mm-hmm.
saying that we're playing a back three? Can we please, all of us, stop saying that?
I
Three people
agree.
within the club have said it now.
We're not playing the back three anymore. Yeah.
People,
So
people still think that though. That's all I'm trying to say though. Like that,
I
you
hear you,
just
bro. Yeah.
need to smell the coffee.
Yeah. 100%. Honestly, for me though, yeah. 1 second. Oh yeah, big up Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, but like honestly, for me, like, hopefully, like now we know that we're playing the 4-2-3-1 formation, and that is sorted out. We can hopefully get that stuff sorted out at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Chilwell, hopefully, it's not happening again. That's all I'm gonna say for that one right now. But what do you feel about the Kepa comments, man? Like Kepa saying he felt something was broken at Chelsea. According to Fabrizio Romano, I was laughing at that one, man. That was funny. That was very funny.
Hey, listen, he can think of what he wants. At the end of the day, no Chelsea fan wants him to stay, so it's all kind of a moot point. Like people trying to say, "Oh, why are you saying that, Kepa?" Like, no one cares. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, he's been replaced by Sanchez and or whatever which way you want to say about it. Both him and Mendy have been replaced by Sanchez and Petrovic. So it's over. Like why would Poch bring him back in after a 1 season loan after trying to bed in these two, and he's got 1 year left on his contract, which the owners of their strategy with 1 year contracts has always been sell
Mm.
or
Yep.
renew or
Exactly.
sell, and we're not going to try and renew that guy. So I don't care at the end of the day. Like I said, it's just no one wants Kepa to stay, so why should anyone really care?
Yep. 100%. Speak up to Cruz. He says 7 defensive outfield players is basically a back five. I do toi. Well, to be honest, like what Caicedo's there, and then Gallagher. Gallagher's not really. He's only playing like slightly defensive. He's trying to be pushed up. To be honest, if we're being honest, so I don't really think so. But
But I'm not talking about having that many defensive players on the pitch. I'm talking about people think that we're playing some sort of three
no,
four
I'm reading the
three.
comment. No, I was reading the comment. That's what I was trying to calculate how
Yeah,
many.
yeah. I'm talking to the person that commented. I'm saying like people are trying to say as if we're setting up in some sort of 3-4-3 or a 3-5-2. Like that's not the case. You can say we have a lot of defensive players on the pitch, and that is a valid point. But people saying that it's a back five or a back three, it's just not the case.
Oh, just quickly. Apparently, according to Grizz, the guy, the Liverpool guy. Apparently, Liverpool have rejected a world record offer for Salah from Al Ittihad. That's crazy if that's true. They actually
Yeah, we're hitting
rejected
some insane figures right now from the sounds of things.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But Adrian is better than Kepa. I think Prime Adrian definitely is better than Kepa. Ahmed, we have a lot to talk about, especially Mr. Ian. And it's a back four, and we're playing with 4 defenders. You know what it is, though, Chelsea Blue? The thing is, yeah, like a lot of these guys, a lot of these managers now are trying to replicate the Man City situation where they have like these centre backs that are, because they're so athletic and they have that ability to be moving around, right? That's why they're trying to do it, in my opinion. But for me, I would want Ian Maatsen as the left wing. If you're going to be playing left wing, I might as well just play Ian Maatsen. I just don't understand why not. But hey,
if we really don't rate Mudryk that much, then yeah, it should be Maatsen. If you have to play a left back there, it shouldn't be Chilwell.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think for me, man. I want Maatsen to play, obviously, but like in regards to Kepa, quickly, guys, yeah, Kepa is a joke, man. I have to say that right now because man was talking about stuff being broken. The only thing that's broken is you, bro.
His wrists.
Yep.
His
wrist.
foam wrists.
He literally was the one that was playing a part, yeah, of a lot of the stuff that was happening. It was literally him. Like
getting rid of him was one of the biggest pieces of this rebuild.
Yes.
But Chelsea players not having any self-awareness. What's new?
Yeah, man, literally. Metal Face team says Chilwell's our best left back. I think yes. If he's put in his position, I think he's very good going forward. Defensively, maybe slightly suspect, but as long as you got someone behind him, like a Levi Cole, which shouldn't be too bad. But the man needs to be playing some of these guys in their positions. He just can't be playing like that. That's all it is. Andy's playing his football in his style. I don't know why Poch wants to play the City style. The agenda against Silva and Chile is disgusting. I think you know what it is, Metal Face, yeah. And what I will say to you is that I think when it comes to Thiago Silva, I've made my point clear that I feel like with him, it's not his defending that's the problem. For me, it's just the pace you're playing at, and especially with him, means that we cannot play at a faster pace. That's what it is for me. And I've always maintained the fact that if this is Thiago Silva's last season, we should be more so phasing him out of the pitch and putting him on the bench. That's what it is for me.
I'll be honest. I'm actually a bit more on the side of actually like the way he's playing, like not really as much of the pace, because like when you look at the West Ham, you look at the Antonio goal again from West Ham, and you look at the Forest goal. It was both instances where he has decided to step out of the back line and just strand himself on an island in the middle of nowhere and leave a massive space. Like that's not the fact that he doesn't lack pace. That's decision making. In those particular instances, I feel like his decision making has for some reason it's declined from this season compared to previous.
Fair enough.
Could be an argument for that too.
Yeah, I just think when it comes to Chilwell just needs to be played in his position for me. That's all it is. Like I know Chilwell defensively has gotten worse over time, but part of it may be because of his injuries or something like that. But I just think
imagine Gareth Southgate profiles this guy correctly before Pochettino. Oh my word,
Lordy Lord, mate. But
tough conversations right there,
Definitely, man. But if that happens, man, I'm gonna be pissed. When you pop out attackers, I don't care about goalkeepers like Sanchez. If you can see 2 goals but we score 3, we still win the game. That is fair enough, bro. But the thing is, we need to have attackers be playing in attacking positions as too. That's what I would say to you too. We can't just have Jackson and Sterling 2 attackers and then the rest of them are not attacking. So that's all it comes down to for me personally. But yeah, man. Honestly, I think those are the 2 comments. Obviously, we've obviously had to talk about in regards to the Riyadh Air stuff and that sort of thing. But pretty much after that, I wanted to do. Things on. 1 billion no goal scorers. Yeah, people still want to. But I think the thing I would say to you to that metal face, yeah, is that look at the market, for example. We're trying to build, right? We're trying to create people into goal scorers at this point in time. That's what I would argue. That's why they've gone with this sort of youth project, in my opinion. Big up to Ayakama. Chilwell hasn't got worse. He was never very good at defending. Big up to EPL Tough for like subscribing, actually. Much appreciated. But yeah, what's going on with my thing? Yeah, Cho hasn't gone, but what's worse, he has never been a good defender. But the fact that he scores well, people overlook that, not me. Fair enough, fair enough. Maybe that's what I've been overlooking with him too. So definitely need to check that out. But yeah, in regards to that, man, that's pretty much all I've got right now in regards to like any major news that's come out. Obviously, there's not that much coming up because of the fact that it's International Week. Nothing much to talk about, nothing much to say really. But I don't know what he's talking about. That's pretty much it. I'm looking at this. Yeah, I saw this one. My move to Chelsea was great. I always said that the player that playing in the Premier League was my dream. I'm very grateful for Chelsea that opportunity. So, Metal Face, you can literally find my Twitter and everything literally in the link. Just if you go to hit my thingy, and then it'll be like that. But my name literally still the same. The Bridge 258 on Twitter. The Bridge 258 on Twitter as always. So you can always come and find me over there. But yeah, this is this thingy there. But that's pretty much it. But like obviously, this is like the statistic that you keep see on Sky Sports nonsense. Possession, I don't really care about. Shots 21. But like you know what I mean. The problem with a lot of these stats here, of statistics, yeah, you can manipulate statistics to whatever favor you want. If you look at those 21 shots here, how many of them are actually on target? How many of them are actually good quality shots here, and not the shots that have been hit at defenders' backs? Like if you're being honest. So
we had 2 shots on target against Forest.
Yeah. So and how many? The rest of the shots are off target then,
or blocked.
Literally useless shots. That's what I put them. Yeah, or blocked. So literally low quality shots. That's what it is. Like, do you not think here it's really ironic? They're only showing 2 attackers right now in the Chelsea squad right now in Nicholas Jackson and Raheem Sterling. Where's
Madueke in this moment? They are our only 2 attackers right now.
That's what I was saying to you. It's kind of ironic, man.
What, are you going to show Chilwell?
Yeah. Dear me, let's not. Man said, the offer has to be 300 mil for me to accept. For Liverpool, you are crazy, man. Oh, thanks, Metal Face.
Chelsea I just want that Liverpool thing quickly. I'm taking that. 31-year-old winger for that much money. I'm taking it.
That's stupid, man. Santiago, though, that's what he's been playing for Villarreal. Literally was playing there. He is a striker. The problem
that's a weird narrative I've seen. Yeah, he's not a striker.
Yeah, but the thing with Santiago, bro, is just you know what? He's a type of striker that likes to link up play. He's like the Firmino types, the ones where they
mobile,
where they're very mobile. They can help to create the thing. They help in the build up. But the problem with Chelsea right now is that he's coming so deep into literally into our own half at times to help to create the play because we're moving the ball too slow.
And also, if he isn't a striker, then what's the solution? Brozier. Like, can someone answer me? Like, genuinely.
Yeah, and bro is still out, by the way, guys. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, we can't rely on him anyway because even when he was fit, he was still very, very raw. So I don't know what people expect, to be honest, until at least January.
Big up to yes, exactly. That's the thing. We didn't buy a lot of the strikers that we've been looking at are strikers that we want to be linking up play. The problem with stay in the box strikers here is that if they just stay in the box and they don't do anything else, then you lose you lose the other intangibles that you may want from a striker. A lot of the time these days, the strikers are not just only there to put the ball into net. They're also there to help the attackers, the other 2 wingers, maybe they're cam behind them to help create play. That's what a lot of them do now. A lot of the 9s these days have also taken up the 10 spot, like where they do some of the stuff that a number 10 would usually do. Like look at Kane, for example. Kane usually would come in, switch the ball into the Son or to like a Kulusevski, and then he would come into the box just on the outside and put the ball into the back of the net. The problem is, Metal Face, we had that though. We actually had that in Lukaku. Someone that was the fox in the box and everything like that. But the problem was he wasn't able to put in the back of the net. The only currently fox in the box, in my opinion, that's available right now in the market is Osimhen. And Osimhen is going to cost you a lot of money. And in my opinion, he's not even proven yet. In my opinion, he needs this season in Serie A to show that he can produce to that level that we want to metal face. In my opinion,
I'd
so
say based on what we saw in pre-season, then Kunku is a bit of a fox in the box, although albeit not as a like central number 9, more of a number 10. But he has very good goal instincts from like small little chances from what we saw.
Vlahovic, yeah, what's he saying here? Vlahovic is a fox in the box. That's a fair point, but the thing is, the club don't want to go after him. That's just the reality. And I'm not a big. The thing is, yeah, I don't want our striker just to be just in the box. I want more than from him too. Like, you know, when it's not going for him, when the ball's not going into the back of the net, yeah, what else can he do for me? That, you know, what else can he provide for me? You know what I'm saying? That's what we want. Like, you know, for example, a good thing about, like, you know, a previous striker boss that was good. Yeah, I won't say like, what's his name, Diego Costa. Costa wasn't just a fox in the box. He was able to go onto the wing at times when needed to get the ball, to face that defender, help to make a few passes, help in the creative side of the game, was able to link up well with Hazard as well. And that's the sort of thing that you want from a
You
striker.
got
We
like
don't want him to,
Olivier Giroud as well. He was another
yeah,
one.
Olivier Giroud's another one.
Not so much on the mobile side, but you know he'd do the great link-up play with Hazard. Just phenomenal.
Yeah, but I think with that one, Santiago, with we can't playing with mobile strikers via low block, bro. I think with that one though, that's why the striker that's why the striker has a multiple facets to his game. He can stay in the box if he wants to. Then that's just a tactic thing. You just tell Pochettino can just tell Jackson, then okay, we're playing a low block, stay in the box for you. That's all you have to do. He doesn't need to, as long as you tell a lot of the stuff you're saying, Santiago, I would argue are tactics. Tell the striker to stay in the box. You can tell him to stay in the box. That's your mission. What is it? Big up Mitchie. At the end of the day, the owners never wanted losing Vlahovic or Felix. It wasn't Poch who made the call. I'm not believing. Oh my god, got the wrong envelopes high. Oh my god, you're a joke, man. Got a frogs. Hey, but that's pretty much it, man. I wanted to do like a actual transfer rating thing for us, but again, you know what we'll do for this one? Transfer rating. We have the super chats now available for my channel now. You can super chat in if you believe certain players that you brought right now. Obviously, if you think they're like a D or like a C, we can just throw them straight into that as well, and that will be there for like 100% of the time. So yeah, I've been seeing a Tammy swap for the cement booted fraud if the loan goes well. You want Tammy Abraham back?
Oh God.
The thing with Tammy Abraham, man, it's interesting because if you look at his stats, he scored obviously 15 goals for us in the Prem twice, if I'm not mistaken. The thing with him though, he's similar to like a Son in the sense that he's a purple patch. Like he'll go through like one half the season, score a bunch of goals, and then the second half he only scored like 3 goals essentially. So
it's coming off an ACL injury as well. He's not even like he's only just beginning his rehab, isn't he?
Yeah, that is true as well. Yeah, he's actually I forgot about the fact that he's not even going to come back until next season at best. So he'd be actually be taking a kind of a risk of him.
And also, do you not think that the fact that, you know, even if we went in for him, Roma would say, you got a buy clause there, go and pay that 80 million. 80
no, the buy
million?
Already passed. The buy clause already passed.
Oh, was it only a one window thing?
It's a one window thing, I would assume.
Oh, never mind then. Well, I mean, okay, fair enough, but I still don't want him.
Yeah, I agree. Timing is horrible. Yep. Exactly. I agree. If you've watched him at Roma, you would know that answer, bro. Like you only had one good season at Roma, and then bang, people were like hyping him up to think that he was going to be.
I watched him at Europa League final. That was stinky.
Hey, look, I understand Santiago. Potential is not something that a lot of people may not like. But the thing, the reality situation is, Colomani was one you could probably have gotten, but he went to PSG only. Obviously Vlahovic with him, it's just the injury stuff. That's the worry because already I know people don't like the Chelsea stuff in regards to the injuries and everything, but surely not. But that's just my opinion. But you know what, guys, we're gonna be ranking the Chelsea, what's it called? Guys, let me just bring you up. I hopefully I've got that that stuff ready. Where are we? I'm looking at Chelsea summer signings. In the meantime, Benjamin Sesko is a very good. I like Sesko, but again, Santiago, will you not say he's potential? No, no, I definitely would not want to be trust the process. That's one thing. Yeah, I definitely would agree with you, Metal Face. I don't want trust the process situation, but I do want us to be playing at a very good and high level. That's the one thing that I would argue. No doubt about that. We should have gone for Taremi. You Yeah, but apparently EPL, the issue is that apparently according to what we know from Chelsea, and I think it was Matt Lowe that said this, they're not gonna go for anyone above the age of 25. So it's 25 or younger, literally, which which is kind of surprising to be honest. What are your thoughts on that, Oliver? When you heard that they're only going for 25 or younger?
I really don't. I don't know what the problem is. I really. What is the problem with signing a 26-year-old? Like, we obviously we excuse me, we turned up Madison for it, and the people can say what they want about Madison, like they can want him or not, but like he's not the only one, and I'm not saying I want Madison, but there are plenty of players out there that could have helped us and that had more of a certainty around them. But because they're 26, they're 1 year older than the maximum. Like, it's stupid. And if we're following that policy, then why do we give Thiago Silva at 39 years old an extension? You know, if we're gonna go, if we're gonna do that, we might as well go all in. You know, pick and choose.
100%.
I don't like it.
I don't understand that, to be honest, personally. For me, like, I'm not sure what we were cooking there, honestly.
Just where did the idea of balance go to some of these people? I really don't. I don't get it, and like, just baffles me.
Yeah, that's for long term signings. There still will be signing short term fix. You gotta hope so, bro, because that's what we need, bro. Like people, oh no, that's still got a bunch of the old squad. They don't even have any of the new squads. I look at Team Maker for like the actual new squad, but like,
I'll just go back to that 25 point. Like, imagine like obviously a player like Gundogan, he was obviously dead set on Barcelona. Imagine if Gundogan was open to joining us, but was like, oh no, you're 30, mate. Like, that's bonkers.
of course, man.
I'm sure there have been examples of that haven't like been publicised because you know a lot of stuff happens behind the scenes in the transfer market. I'm sure there are plenty of opportunities we've had to sign players over 25, but then we've gotten in our own way there, and it's messed things up. And you know, here we are with an imbalance.
I'm just fixing this, guys. I've literally got the Team Maker now. A, B, C.
So, are we basing these rankings off just the first 5 games?
Yeah, no, honestly, just on the signing itself, because I think it's a bit wrong for us to just do that. To them, it would have been a perfect signing. Are we saying we? Fair enough. Okay, let me delete this one. I don't need this row. Delete row, and then delete row, and then delete row. All right. So let's get started. Obviously, I'm gonna have to look for some of these summer signings. So we're gonna start with Gusto because
I can't wait to have like 15 NAs.
What are your thoughts on Gusto as a signing? What are your thoughts on Gusto as a signing?
I think like overall, it's like probably a 9 out of 10. I mean, he is he's a very very good player, very very young. You know, and he's shown a level of maturity so far in the games. Like, I've got to try and keep this away from what I've seen though. But let me just think. Like, yeah, he's a very highly rated young player. We got him for a cheap fee. He provides competition. I don't see much, if any, downside to it personally.
Yep. So Mel Face Doom, literally all of the signings that we are talking about are guys that we've signed essentially that have come into they've been brought in January and come in the summer, or they've been brought in the summer, and we're just seeing, you know, what are our thoughts on these players that we're buying, and you know whether or not we like them or not. We should have gone for experience. Yes, exactly. I agree with that one. Charles, I die. Did you? Oh yeah, let me show that. Actually, before we start this, I need to show the Chelsea EA 24 what's it called ratings. Have you seen them, by the way?
Yeah.
Hey man, EAFC. they're violating. I can't lie to you, but hey ho. So Bish Bash Bong.
I mean, can you disagree with most of them? Like, there are some egregious decisions, like downgrading Cole Palmer after he won an under 21 European Championship and the treble. How can you downgrade him? But let's have a look at some of these. Yeah, so okay, and Kunku. Didn't Kunku get a downgrade or?
No, same card as last time. Reece James, same card as last time.
Fair enough.
Silva went down by 1. Enzo went up by
fair.
3.
Oh, his passing is a joke, by the way. I think that's been done to death. But yeah, his passing is a joke. Enzo.
Sterling went down by 3. Chilwell went down by 1. Caicedo, I think Caicedo is the same, literally. No different. I think he went up by 1 or 2 or something like that. Fofana is the same. Sanchez is the same. Disasi is the same. Went up by 1. Oh, Buddy Chill went up by 1. Nicholas Jackson went up by 1. I think it's by 1 or it's the same. Gallagher's went up by 1. Madueke is the same. Gusto is the same. Mudryk actually is now a gold card, ironically, funnily enough. Colwell and Cole, Matson, Lavia have all gone up. Uguchukwu's gone up. Cole Palmer has a downgrade, and Chukwemeka is got an upgrade. Chilwell's an 82. It used to be an 82. So actually all of the stuff that you're seeing right now is literally the same. So a lot of them are pretty much the same.
I can't lie. I actually agree with a lot of it. Like the problems I have is like with like you take an individual player and look at like one of their individual stats. For example, Cole's passing is too low. Like we've seen this guy just boss games with his passing range. I get it because he's a young player and because he's silver, but I still think that's been way dumbed down. But apart from that, like, listen, a lot of this squad, we've said it before coming into this season, a lot of this squad is about its uncertainty. So you can't give them all like 83. I think that's the reality of it.
Of course not, man. But like at the end of the day, for me, that's just a squad. I don't really care, to be honest. This is FIFA. At the end of the day, they'll probably get a bunch of promo cards because that's what Chelsea get. And I don't know why people are like getting angry, but it's nothing to get angry about. In my opinion.
And by the way, I know I complained about the Cole Palmer thing where he went down by 1 overall, but he actually either got if you look at the individual stats, he either got an upgrade or stayed the same in every single stat except his pace, and his pace was only a -2. So I don't even think that's a big deal. That's just people looking at the overall number and taking it out of proportion.
100%. All right, the next person we're going to be talking about, game, obviously, it's Christopher Nkunku. What are thoughts on Christopher Nkunku as a signing?
I think he's probably got to be another A. I mean, it's so hard to tell. I mean, yeah, he was great at Leipzig, and he really fills that number 10 role. We didn't have anyone. Got rid of Havertz, so it was only really if we're looking at it from the perspective of before preseason and like looking at the squad overall, it was only him and Carney, and obviously he's a massive upgrade on Carney. So I think put him in A for now, but I think that could be changed later. It depends on he can stay there with his performances, or or he can tail off. But I think that's one that you could definitely review later. Just haven't seen enough yet.
Yeah, I just think for me when it comes down to Nkunku, I think obviously for me, if you look at it just from a signing perspective, I think for me the quality that he can hopefully bring to you and the stuff that we've seen, obviously in preseason, that's why I would put him in an A in my opinion. Yep. And the next one we're going to be talking about is Romeo Lavia. What are our thoughts on Romeo Lavia as a signing?
I'm thinking this one may be more of a B. Like
I think it's a B too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's not a starting player, and I mean I know Gusto wasn't, but I mean we paid 60 million for this guy. It's a bit of a difference, compared to paying only what did we pay for Gusto? We paid like 35, 30. It was very, very low. So
we only paid 30 million for him. That was crazy. I can't believe that.
Yeah, so I think paying 60 million for a relegated player was a bit mad, but at the end of the day, you can't doubt his quality, or even if you doubt his quality, there's definitely a lot of potential there. City produced great players. He had a good season last season. There's things to build on there. So right now you're just looking for him to get fit, and then from there, wherever he can pick up minutes.
For me, for me, Lavia is like a top talent. That's a good for his market. Put him in a C. Again, guys, you can super chat him if you don't believe. If you don't, for me, I'm putting him in a B. All of us put him in a B. But if you guys disagree, or and like you think this guy should be definitely in the C level, you can pay to literally put him into C level. One night for someone as what's it 99p that they can do enough for super chats. That's what you can do for it. Simple as that. Here we go. So, oh my lord, come on, don't do this to me. Sorry, guys. All right. So the next one we're going to be looking at is. Oh, wow. Why have you got a lot of these guys like a dream signing? It's like, what's going on? Caicedo. What is your thoughts on Caicedo as a signing?
I think he's got to be a B as well, and not because of like I'm not basing this on what I've seen of him in the games because he's had his good moments, he's had his very very bad moments. In particular, the giveaway against Forest and the penalty against West Ham. But I said this at the time, when we got him, I just hated the whole saga around him and the fact that we let it drag so late to the point where we're paying a British record. When if we just got on the deal done before Arsenal paid up for Declan Rice, we would have had him for 80 million. So I think it was an overpayment. I'm happy we have him, but the whole thing could have just been done a lot better. I think the signing could have been better if we went about it in a more thorough way. But here we are. He's not a bad player, so hence him being high up. But I can't give it the A because it could have been done in a much better way for our favour.
Fair enough. Okay, so that's Caicedo for you. The next one, obviously, is Santos. What are your thoughts on Santos as a signing?
Oh God, it's really hard to say because I like the player, but then we just shipped him on loan to Forest after being one of our best players in pre-season. So currently, it's not looking very good. Like in terms of like if you look at it from when we signed him up until now, it's not been very good in terms of how it's benefited us as a club. He's obviously going to be one more for the future. Hopefully, we can include him in the squads more. So after this loan, get him in a bit more next season. So I think with him, maybe a C/B, maybe bottom of B. I don't know, but I just think this loan situation has really made it a bit worse than it could have been.
100% agree. The next person we got to be looking at, if I can find him. No. Cassidy. What are your thoughts on Cassidy? For me, he's a B, in my opinion, though, for Cassidy, because part of it is that he feel like he's a very good quality, top quality. Still needs a lot of time. He's now on loan at Leicester, which is a very good thing. I think that's a very good loan signing for him, in my opinion, too, because he's actually getting a lot of game time there. From what I have.
But you also look at the way he's played at Reading as well. The Reading fans really, really liked him. And he stood out in a team that was pretty, awful. They were in a relegation battle, and they did get relegated in the end. But apparently, according to accounts, he stood out in that team. So it's looking bright for him. He had some, in pre-season he had his good moments and his bad moments. There were games where he was incredibly sloppy, games where he ran the show. So there's definitely a player there. But the Leicester loan is a good one. I know me and Marshall have had like debates on whether it's better to send him to a Premier League club where there's more competition versus versus top championship where he'll probably get in more likely. But at the end of the day, he's playing minutes and he's going to get you. Hopefully, with Leicester, he's going to get used to winning. So there's not really much more we can ask for. Let's just hope he carries it on from there on to his next loan, or if he doesn't go on loan, then carry it on when he comes back.
Oh no, Adriel, the tier list we're making is just our thoughts on what we believe the signings can be in the future. We're not rating them as after 5 games. I don't know if you came in a bit late. So that literally all of the signings we talk about are saying when we brought them in, what our feelings on him and what we thought they can provide. It's not to do with like the first 5 games that they've played, quite literally. All right, so I'm surprised Nicholas Jackson is actually not on here, but you know what? Unless he's already been signed at this moment in time, which I don't believe is so, because they've got Papa, Matisse, and everything like that. No. All right, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is Robert Sanchez. For me, he is a C, in my opinion, because he's probably the goalkeeper that I wouldn't have gone for. I would have
I
probably
agree.
gone for a much more high quality goalkeeper. I would have said, yeah, if you bought Cabell from BVB, I would have been a lot more happy, actually, in my opinion, because I feel like he has a lot more talent, in my opinion, going forward. But with Robert Sanchez, man, it feels like a minimal upgrade on Kepa, not great at all. And the only reason why I put him C is because, I don't think he's a bust of a signing. He's still usable for the time being, with the consideration of the fact that, going into the future, we can use him for later, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm saying a C as well. I mean, I'd be looking at more of a D if it was a downgrade. I think any player that's a downgrade has to be D or below. So Sanchez, you said it's a slight upgrade. If you want to be harsh, you can say it's just a straight sideways move. So he obviously can't be a B or an A. And he was the third choice keeper at Brighton, and that might say more about Jason Steele than Robert Sanchez. But at the end of it was just one that we were quite underwhelmed. The whole fan base was, and
100%.
I try not to include the performances. I know you just said to that comment, but yeah, he hasn't been confidence inspiring or anything like that. So great claimer of crosses, but the rest of it's just a bit average, really, if not slightly poor.
I hear that, bro. I hear that 100%. And yeah, man, I think that's pretty much, for 25 million, it's a shocker. Fair enough. An expensive downgrade. Fair enough. Wow. Connor Fox is definitely not too pleased with him. I don't think they have any other pictures for some of the players, but so I'll just use placeholders in them. Let's go for Nicholas Jackson. What are your thoughts on Nicholas Jackson as a signing? Where would you place him?
Oh God, this is tough.
When you brought him, what were your thoughts?
I mean, I didn't know anything about him. I can't lie, but I saw some comps of him. He looked promising, and I can't lie. Having watched him, I've actually been more impressed watching him than I was when I watched him in his comps. But I don't know. Probably when we bought him, maybe like a B. Like it's one of those things where it's one of those things where it's an uncertainty, and we're kind of trying a new thing where for years we've been trying to buy the established article when it comes to a striker, and it's never worked. So we've gone the complete opposite direction. We bought a kid who has by all accounts he had a bit of a madness at the end of last season, and that's about it. So it's a completely different strategy. So it's kind of remains to be seen. It's very, you can't really give full confidence to it until you see it work.
For me, I would have put him in an A, to be honest, because I was a big fan of his. I'd already seen him play, and I really wanted him to be at Chelsea Football Club anyway beforehand. So that's the only reason why I have respect for him.
You can override me then, because you saw him before and I didn't. So you put him in A then. Fine.
All right, so who else am I thinking about? Angelo Gabriel. I don't think we can probably rate that guy because he's already gone. Leslie Uguchukwu. Who can I use for Leslie? I'll use Manu Kone for Leslie. What are your thoughts on Leslie Uguchukwu? I'll just probably put him in a B, to be honest. From what I've seen of him at Rennes, I knew he was a top player. Still think he needed time to develop and have some level of experience, in my opinion. So for me, when it comes down to Leslie Uguchukwu, I just put him in as a B. I thought he'd be good depth, to be honest, but in my opinion, so that was pretty much it.
He looks like a pretty tidy player. I mean, I really wish we'd been able to watch the Wimbledon game, so we can actually see this guy play like a substantial period of a match. From all accounts of that, he seemed pretty good, and again, one of the ones that's on the cheaper end, but he's very, very young as well. France just have a habit of just, in general, producing great midfielders, so you're kind of hoping that a bit of that magic rubs off on him, So I think there's a lot of promise to it, and he's obviously a very different physical profile to the rest of the midfield. Caicedo is not the tallest, Enzo's not the most physical. This is completely different. It's he's 6'3", isn't he? Around
6'3".
Yeah, so it just offers us something. It offers us something different. So from here, you've just got to hope that he gets enough opportunities to contribute, because maybe he could be that kind of like Mikel, where he comes off and the bench and just shores things up as a bit more of a physical guy. But one of those other ones, time will tell.
All right, next one we're going to look at is Axel Disasi. What were your thoughts on Axel Disasi when we brought him?
Well, his stats, I read some of his stats, and his stats, like his passing stats, like they look really, really good. Like from when he was at Monaco, like one of the top passing centre backs in that league, and it just seems to fit the profile. I mean, granted, he was a bit slow, but as we know, you don't need pace. Like pace is very helpful, but if you can read the game well enough, then that covers it. But it was definitely in terms of an age profile, it was definitely something we needed. That back line is very, very young, with the exception of Silva. So I think it was great in terms of an age profile, but the rest of it is yet to be seen. If we can get him replicating those passing numbers in the Premier League, then that's easily going to be like a top tier one. But I think for now, maybe put him in B/C. I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen people say B from Santiago. Metalface says BC. He's an I think for me B probably. Like he's a good signing, but we'll see if he comes good at the end of the day. I don't know. Is there anyone else that I'm missing? Caicedo, Lavia, Petrovic? Yes, Petrovic. Let's use Bettinelli for you. What are your thoughts on Petrovic?
NA, man. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know the first thing about this guy. I can't rate. I don't really have an opinion. I don't know what I was expecting in the first place.
Oh dear me. 1 second. I'm going to literally add a new row to this, just to make our lives a bit more.
I mean, that's not me saying there should be an NA category. I can't comment because I don't know a damn thing about
him. I can't comment on him either. That's why I'm doing
okay, fair enough then. Yeah. All right.
I can't comment on him, so it's NA for me with this guy. So, quite literally.
I mean, I heard good things about him. He apparently, America seems to be the factory for goalkeepers at the moment, and he had good numbers there. But I never watched him. I don't know what he's like on crosses. I don't know how good he is with his hands, with his feet. Saving shots with both. Is he good on the ball? I just don't know anything about him. I've just seen he's one of the best keepers in the United States. So that's very, very vague, though.
That's fair enough, man. Fair enough indeed. Fair enough. I think that's... Who else have I missing? I've talked about Jackson, Moreira. I don't really think he deserves a ranking. Gabriel, no, really. That's pretty much it. Yo, Cole Palmer. That's the last one we're missing. I'll use Pulisic for you. Where is Pulisic? Actually, yeah, let's use Kai Havertz for you. What are your thoughts on Cole Palmer as a signing?
He looks like a good player. I think... Don't know how to rank him. Maybe could be an A in terms of potential, but he's come up with some big goals. I think he scored a few in the Champions League. He's obviously yet to get off the mark in the Premier League, but he's been good for that team. And if we didn't sell him, or if City didn't sell him, then there could have been an argument that he could have definitely played a lot more for that team. Obviously they have Doku now, but. Even still, he could have gotten in a bit more. He was getting primed as that sort of like, not as a Mahrez replacement, but he can play that same role, so he could fill in at times and has the ability to play number 10. It is that right wing number 10 profile we were looking for. I think the fee is decent. We could have done better, but we could have done worse as well. So not too much to complain about there. I mean, the market's broken anyway, so. I think potential-wise could be an A, but I'll leave it to you at the end.
I think I'll put him in A too. I think from a potential standpoint wise, B-ish, like that's pretty much it. No, I'm not gonna include the January signings that I played Metal Face. So for Fafana and Noni, I'm not gonna add. In regards to like someone like an Angelo, Gabriel, Devin Washington, I'm not gonna add them either because literally they were already gonna be thrown in as like loan moves essentially. So
loan moves or NA.
Yeah. So there's no point in adding them.
Diego Moreira, like from what I've seen of him, I can't lie, he's just gonna be a profit player, I think.
Yeah, he's a profit player. He's already good.
I mean, we've already made a profit on him. We've already
Yeah.
made a profit on him because we got him on a free and we got a 2
Exactly.
million loan fee.
Yeah, quite literally. Just quickly, obviously, I saw this news actually quite recently, and it's from a former manager, Chelsea manager, Tommy Tuchel, Tuchel, as someone called him. I can't lie, man. Tuchel is such a great nickname. I can't actually get that out of my head. The leaders of Bayern Munich are already irritated by Thomas Tuchel and his remarks over transfers and his players. Damn.
What are those remarks?
We wish we kept Angelo Areima very highly. I do too. He's not even played that much from what I'm hearing for Strasbourg, so it's a shame really. I don't know what those remarks are, but apparently, yeah, this is according to Sportsful because they're very reliable in Germany. But yeah, man. Apparently,
I mean, I know he wanted a DM. You know, they were going in for Palinia, but besides that, what was the other areas they need to cover in that squad? I mean, they got a new centre back. They got Kim Min Jae, and they got Harry Kane.
They need someone that can also play right back, like what's his name, Pavard. That's why.
Who's the guy they have there?
Chalaba.
They have someone. They have someone already.
Stankovic. Begins with S, but I think I'm saying his name wrong. But I know.
I think so. Yeah,
but that's the other guy.
Arguably a goalkeeper as well. Arguably.
Yeah, they definitely need.
Who do they have now? I know Sommer went into Milan.
They brought an Israeli international goalkeeper.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. So I don't know how.
Yeah. Yeah, but Tommy Tukes, you know what I mean? He's looking like he's in hot water already at Bayern. Crazy. But he's only been there for less than 6 months, and he's already problems are brewing in paradise in Bayern.
I mean, that club's a clown show anyway. So, like, as much as you'd want to maybe put it on Tuchel, I think Bayern is just poorly run. You know, look at the whole thing that went with them sacking Nagelsmann and then nearly bottling the title. Like, it's just not a very well run club, and the fact that they sacked Oliver Kahn and the other guy on the day they won the title, it's just a bit of a circus there. You know.
Did you see the Mudryk Instagram post, by the way?
Mudryk, oh no! What's he done now? What's he done now?
It's not safe. It's not even.
Is there something mad like the?
It's like it's not a great thing, but like clearly can still it's something to like obviously the Ukraine war with Russia obviously that's going on, and like
right.
I genuinely don't believe that his headspace is in the right place in my opinion. Generally for me, like because if you saw that video, if you saw the picture that he had on there, it's crazy vid. I'll be real.
I haven't seen it now.
Yeah, I would say for your own mental capacity, don't watch that, man. It's kind of a crazy video, but like, yeah, clearly his mental space is like, it's not great, man. Honestly, but like,
I mean, there's something clearly wrong. I mean, he isn't playing well, and whenever he doesn't play well, which is all the time, he just responds by posting a bunch of stories on his Instagram of him in the gym. It's like, no, we want you to be on the training pitch.
Yeah,
like, that's what's going to help. But at the same time, when Poch is playing a left back ahead of him, you know, does it really inspire confidence? Like,
yeah,
you can blame him, but then you can also blame the environment around him because none of the component parts here are working.
Yeah, fair enough. What happened? Oh yeah, he just posted something from like the Ukraine war of like a dead person on there. That's why. Sorry.
That's what it was. Like that's a bit wild.
Yeah, literally, like.
Well, he posted a corpse on.
It literally was. I think a corpse. It's not the way to put it like that.
God,
yeah, man.
Get a social media manager, bro.
Yeah, it's not easy.
He actually does need that. Like, do you remember the gym video he posted as well?
I understand, bro. Like for me, it's just like you know, I understand obviously the situation is like quite sad of him. Like clearly, hopefully, like you know, they've got like the right people around him, like the club, to kind of help him push through the situation and everything. But we hopefully we can get him back into that right mindset that he needs to. To be honest, that's all I can say to that. To be honest, but
I mean,
easy, man.
I have sympathy for him, but at the same time, you know, like we can't control when the Ukraine war ends. We've got to get something out of him soon, and that's his responsibility as someone who we invested a lot of money in. And you know, granted, we're not paying him 300k a week, but you know, 97k to the common person, you know, it's still a lot of money. So we've got to start fixing up at some point if we can.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I hear you, Joe. I hear you, Joe. But just quickly, I think there's nothing else to really talk about in regards to Chelsea. But just quickly, obviously, as you guys can see, I've started a membership. Let me actually show you what the membership is quickly for you guys to see. Bear with me for 2 seconds. Akio. Yes, Akio. Thank God. Boop, 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 boom, boom. Obviously, you got the bridge latte level. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Obviously, it's a little joke. Obviously, you know, if you get a little, if you join, obviously you can join for as little as $4.99. You get like a bunch of these badges, as you can see down below. Some of them I use for my thumbnails actually, so you can use a lot nice little funny ones there as well. Obviously, you got the nice little line loyalty badge. If you've seen before on the back of my thumbnail and everything. Dario Santiago definitely get once I'm able to unlock more emojis and everything, I'll definitely make sure to add those one on that. Priority reply to your comments and member shout outs. So that's the Lakaka level. Yep, Dario, bro, 67 away. We're getting there. But obviously with the true blue level, which is the 8.99 one, actually that's £4 more. But yeah, 4, 5, 9. No, £4 more. Yeah, it is. See, well, I was actually right. My maths was actually off there, but no, it wasn't. You get obviously member shout outs. You get some member only videos that I'm planning to hopefully, maybe create in due course, of course. And you actually be getting members only live streams. So once a month, I'll do like a members only live stream where you guys can all come on and like those who are members and we can do a little live stream in regards to Chelsea and like what your thoughts and opinions are as well. So hey ho, if you want that to happen, let me know. So obviously those are the two ones. You can obviously join. It will just help me out at the end of the day. It's a bit of extra change in my pocket to hopefully upgrade a setup and everything like that. So it'd be much appreciated as always. As you guys know, obviously my super chats are on there now, so you can super chat now too. Whatever value you'd like, of course, is much appreciated too. So hey ho. But that's pretty much in regards to that section. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna do like a normal video and everything. But on Friday, you listen. Hopefully you guys are here. FIFA. I'm gonna be doing a FIFA stream on YouTube on Friday. I've got my Delgado thing, which is my game catcher, which I know how to use and everything. I'll set that all up so that we can literally play FIFA against a FIFA Pro, a division, an ultimate division guy. So like this, like you're facing someone that is one of the greats at FIFA. You know what I'm saying? I play elite division, so so guys, obviously if you want to come in along and play me on FIFA, it's on Friday again, probably be same
FIFA
time.
23, right?
Yeah, FIFA 23.
Right.
So if 24 is not out until like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. So if you want to face the big man Ahmed A Abdi at FIFA, Friday 7 p.m. But hey ho, up the fucking Chelsea, up everyone. But that will be the. Hey, big up, bro. Thank you very much, man. It's much appreciated, bro. Do whenever you can, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's always appreciated. So, guys, that is the video, guys. Again, that's the live stream, I should say, guys. Please make sure again to like, share, subscribe, and as always, dedicate your hearts and make sure to stay